episode of Golden Kamuy, the anime series. I do believe that we're good to go. So, it's actually, the second I thought my voice was very robotic, that's why I had to listen to it again, but no, it's fine. So yes, actually, after return, actually covering an episode of A Golden Kamuy, the anime series, which also happens to be the final series of Season 2 as well. We actually reached the end of Season 2, it's actually kind of surreal. Just yesterday, it actually started, really. Kind of feels like just yesterday, I was covering episode 1 or 13 of Season 2. But yes, we actually have reached episode 24 of the actual entire series, episode 12 of season 2. And as we know, we actually hit the crucial point in the narrative because Noporobu actually has appeared, and Sugimoto actually has met the fated man himself as well. So it might be interesting to see what actually does really happen there. And yes, it is indeed also my birthday as well, actually. So, oh boy, it's actually kind of the best birthday present in the universe. Actually, get Golden Kamuy on my birthday. So we'll see what happens with this episode. And actually see the outcome of this whole entire series, and also importantly, where does it all leave off on for season 3? That possibly actually might very happen. I hope at least it does, because oh boy, does it get even more interesting later on. Oh, it's like it's so good later on. It's just, oh man, I love it. I love it so much. Right, so anyway, it's actually put into actually gone live. So, gone live for episode 24 of Golden Kamuy. Oh, nope. There we go. Oh man, I have been waiting for this episode for a long while, to be honest. More importantly, is because I want to see how they adapt it. I'm waiting to see how they actually adapt it, whether they actually adapt it to what I actually expected to adapt it to, or they actually might surprise me. I'm just kind of like, I wonder how they would do it. So anyway, enough talk of my anticipation of this episode actually gets shown on the road. So in 3, 2, 1, I start this thing absolutely now. The OST though. The OST. Also forgot how amazing this actual fight is. This fight is so freaking cool. Absolutely love this fight so much. It's just so freaking awesome. I must say, the camera work is actually really freaking good. Yeah, the way they actually kind of did that fight was actually really well done. I actually really liked it. It actually had that cinematic feel to it. This is actually brilliant. This is brilliant so far. I must say, the voice work with that scene with Sugimoto just now was absolutely incredible. Like, he just brought that scene to life. It was just, oh man, it was just, oh, it was beautiful. The voice work in this anime is incredible. It really is. The script is absolutely just pinpoint accurate. Oh no. Oh no. My heart is literally sinking right now because I know who it is. That's the problem right now. Oh, god damn it. Oh man, that actually adapted the. Oh, that makes me sick to the stomach just saying. Oh no. Oh. Reading that made me feel sick to the stomach, and then just watching that as well, because they actually just got the bit where we actually put his hair back as well. I was like, boy, that's meant to save my life, not hurt my life. You just hurt my soul, Ogata. I loved you. I loved you so much. I've been betrayed twice now. I read it and actually now watched it. I've been betrayed twice. It still freaking hurts. You shot my other husband, for God's sake. What do you think you're doing? You also just closed off a massive crucial part of the whole entire storyline as well. Just like, why? On my birthday, you give me that as well. But in all honesty, the thing with Ogata's character is the fact you just don't know why he's done it. That's the thing. Because you're kind of sitting there going, okay, so why would he shoot both of them? He has actually no reason to. Unless he knows something. But then shooting Sugimoto makes no sense at the exact same time. Unless it's to stall the whole entire narrative. Just hurt Ikaramat as well. Just hurt Ikaramat as well. It still freaking hurts. Uh-oh. Absolutely uh-oh right there. But again, as I was saying beforehand, I maintain there's something more going on there because I don't think we even got it just yet in the manga why he's done everything. So it's one of those things where it's kind of like there has to be a reason. It's because you shot them, for God's sake, Ogata. You asshole. You asshole. But yeah, I still love him because I've actually read the manga. It's just so much more to his character. It's like, I still love him so much. That's the problem. I'm a conflicted person. A conflicted person so much. Because I'm just like, I just don't know what to feel towards the man. I love him, but at the same time, it's like, why? Why? Why'd you make me fear every single scene you're in? I meant to love you, not just kind of fear you. At least he's fine. At least my other husband's fine. I actually kept in the Science of the Lands reference as well. Now, see, that's attention to detail. They kept in the Hannibal Lecter reference. Stop being so hot, Ogata. Literally, just stop being so hot. Jesus Christ. You hurt my soul. You hurt my soul, lad. This was the moment I've actually been through this whole entire time. It hurts my soul now. That hurts my soul. Those words hurt my soul. My husband can't kill my other husband, okay? Well, technically, my husband can't die by the hands of my other husband. Makes more sense that way. I love him so much as well. He's so freaking cool. I really do hope they actually adapt season 3 as well, because the post 137 chapter of Golden Kamuy is just incredible. Every single chapter just does something different. It's like, oh my god, each time. Every single chapter does. I can't say the words now. Every single chapter. I can't even say the words. Jesus. I'm still shook. I'm still shook for my husband doing that. Every single chapter after 137 just does something incredible. And there we go, that's season 2. Oh man, I hope we actually get season 3 announcement at the end. I don't think we have, I would have heard about it, but yeah, I mean, I hate this episode with a passion because of what my husband did. I'm just like, why would you go and do that on my birthday as well? And the fact is, it's just reading it was like one emotion, but watching it in motion hurts you even more. Like, it's just one of those things, just like, I was like, why? But now even more so, like, why? It's just, why would you hurt my other husband as well? Just like halt the narrative in a way as well, because face it, we actually had to we actually needed him as well. Like, crucially, we needed Noporobu to actually kind of find out a bit more what's going on here. Without him there, we've actually now kind of gone back to square one in a way. It's a very interesting kind of plot now. Is the idea we're actually gone back to 0, but it's at the same time it's if it's actually kind of halted to a kind of like it's not going to do anything with the rest of the narrative, because it doesn't. It actually continues in a trajectory that's actually incredible. Like, I must say, the story post this season, oh my god, it's incredible. Like, it just is, because we kind of got we got small hints here and there what's really going on with Noporobu and Wilk, because you kind of understand there's more to his character than what's led on to believe, because he's got strong beliefs. It's actually kind of more hinted at towards in the manga later on in the actual manga series. I do actually recommend go reading it afterwards, because actually go read the whole entire thing really, because the anime does cut out quite a bit. So just read the whole entire thing and then continue afterwards. So it does do a lot, and actually does explain his motivation to why he wants to do what he does. Because it kind of is explained about the whole thing. But it's like it's very cultural in the way that Kiranki and Wilk actually kind of function. So it's very interesting how they actually kind of go about doing it. You actually learn more about it, and here it's actually kind of done in a way that it kind of intrigues you to actually find out what actually isn't very happen later on. It's one of those things. This show sets up everything perfectly. Actually, kind of you go, I want to know more about that. It's one of those things. They have to actually kind of do that really gracefully in a way. It's one of those. It's a very good conclusion to the whole entire series. I was actually kind of, what I was expecting to actually kind of happen was they might actually add in a lot more to the actual kind of episode itself, and they would have ended it on the gunshot itself. That's what I was thinking originally, because that would have been an amazing cliffhanger had it actually ended there. But the way they actually kind of went about it was completely fine as well. I was like, yeah, lads, they actually did a really freaking good job. But I mean, yeah, this series was legit incredible, I must say. I mean, it's sort of kind of rocky in a way if you actually read the manga, because it actually doesn't very. There's a lot more than manga really. But again, as I said beforehand, same thing with Hina Matsuri. They're two different entities at this point. I don't really I won't fault one or the other. They're both completely separate in a way. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, on its own, the anime is incredible, I must say. The anime just does everything absolutely perfectly. Just every single story beat's done to the perfection. The actual characters themselves are done perfection. Also, some of the things are done a little bit better in the anime, really, as well, because I liked how they went about doing the backstories in a way, because the backstories, again, as I said during the streams way beforehand, they were actually kind of explored a lot more as time went on. Like in crucial moments of the narrative, the actual backstories explored once again. But how they went about doing it in the anime, they went about doing it in the sense that it kind of got to a point, it got to a pinpoint, and that's actually when they went about doing the whole entire backstory. I believe it kind of worked a lot better for that reason. It just kind of, it kind of just makes the whole entire, excuse me, the whole entire thing just kind of flow a little better in a way. But I mean, the manga itself is still incredible, I must say. That it's what I'm just saying. They're both kind of different in their own ways, and both have their own advantages. I actually kind of like both of them in their own kind of way. It's one of those things. I went to originally, I was like, ooh, it wasn't kind of the best adapted. But then as I kind of thought about it, I thought, nah, it's actually really well adapted, actually, in its own way. So yeah, hope we actually get season 3, because as I said beforehand, oh my god, is season 3 going to be the like kind of the oh boy kind of season? I mean, season 2 was a oh boy kind of season, but season 3, lads, it's just gonna get even better. But as I said beforehand, what this arc also did, and what this whole entire series did as well, it kind of brought together characters you wouldn't otherwise kind of think to be together, but also then kind of made you wonder what's really going on with all these characters. What does it all kind of mean? Where's it all gonna go towards? What's happening with these characters? Because as I said beforehand, they're characters that otherwise don't really kind of mesh well together, because Ogata, as you know, he's not a person that kind of meshes well with other people. He's very kind of lone wolf in a way. And the same thing applies with the rest of the cast in this kind of season in their own way. I mean, besides Shirashi, Sugimoto, and Asirapa, they kind of worked, and also Kiranki in a way, because he actually was kind of there beforehand. The rest of them kind of all don't kind of mesh well together, but they actually worked really goddamn well together. It's one of those things, this show actually has that advantage because the characters are so well written. They're actually able to bounce off one another, and actually kind of does them very creative chemistry, which otherwise wouldn't be there with other series. So I always will forever respect the series of how well they actually kind of brought these characters together, who otherwise would never really work together too much, but they actually kind of work so goddamn well together. But then it also kind of raises the questions of what these characters are going to do next. Where are their alliances lying? Because again, as I said beforehand, Ogata's the prime example of that kind of character. That character, you really didn't know what to expect from him, and he actually kind of just subverted that whole entire thing at the end, kind of shooting Sugimoto in the head, also Noborobu as well. It's one of those things that's actually really well done, because he's one of those characters you thought to yourself, oh look, he's actually kind of opened up the whole entire group. It's like, nope! It's a false alarm. There's a false alarm, lads, because he actually doesn't almost kill Sugimoto. It's one of those things. It's actually a very interesting kind of character he actually doesn't really have. But as I said during the stream itself, it's one of those things that I don't think it was done just for the sake of doing it. He didn't do it just because he just went, you know what, I hate all these people and I'm going to kill them all, basically. I maintain there's something more going on here. You're kind of doing free learn a little bit more in the manga. I mean, it's still kind of early days still, but you learn a little bit more in the manga, but later on, I should actually add later on to the actual series itself. But it's one of those things. I maintain he knows more than what we actually led on to believe, because he's a person that probably has a lot more intel than what you actually kind of led on to believe as well. He's a character that actually worked for the Division in a way. It's one of those things you kind of wonder what's going on there. What does he actually have that we don't know, we don't know just yet? What does he know about Wilk that would actually otherwise make him go and kill him? Because he actually kind of says, look, he probably spoke to him and actually said something about the key, but that's not the whole entire storyline there. You kind of then wonder, why is he aligning with Kyoranke as well? There's got to be more here. There's got to be more here, because will he actually go and betray Kyoranke at the end? You just don't know. It's one of those things that all these questions start getting raised. I love it. I love it to bits, because you can't get enough of how well they actually kind of establish all these things that actually kind of make you go, I wonder what's going on there. But he's not. I wouldn't just write Ogata's character off as just being kind of inherently evil. I mean, he is kind of in a way. He's inherently evil. He's a very beautiful man as well. He's also my husband. But he's kind of inherently evil in a way, but there's more to him. There's a different side to him that we just don't know just yet. That we actually we need to know that side and actually kind of know what he actually does in 3 know that we don't. Because, again, it's one of those things. You don't know the truth of what's actually going on here, because you've learned from so many other characters that it makes you go, okay, so what is the truth here? Again, it's one of the things this show actually has brilliantly, is the idea of the unreliable narrator. Because in a way, everyone in this show is kind of their own unreliable narrative, because they only know a part of the storyline that otherwise in 3 can in 3 change by someone else's actually own interpretation, but then that own interpretation can in 3 be wrong as well. So it then sends everything back to 0 to actually kind of make you go, okay, so who knows the truth here? What's going on here? I love it. It's just so freaking good, because it's one of those things you just don't know the truth of what's actually going on. You just kind of just like, okay, so tell me what's actually happening here. Why did he go and kill? Why did he try and kill him? Why did he kill Noporobu? Was he allying with Kyoranke? What's the actual kind of outcome? What is Ogata's outcome here? It's also kind of one of those things you kind of just wonder so many things, but oh man, it's good. This show is brilliant, I must say. It ties with my number 1 of the year with Banana Fish, really, because they're just 2 shows that are incredible. Episode 24 of this show was exquisite, I must say. The whole entire series in its own right was exquisite. Later on into the series, even more so. But oh god, it was brilliant, I must say. It's beautiful, I must say. It's beautiful. I can't actually get enough of this show. I actually kind of sad it's actually over, and I actually can't believe they actually gave me that present at the end. That present of, oh yeah, by the way, your husband's still inherently slightly evil, by the way, so just be careful with him. But, I mean, I still love him. It's one of those things. I knew this event was coming up. I was like, oh, please, love of Christ, just, if you have to change one thing in this series, just change that ending. Because I don't want to actually kind of see it happen again. I actually had experience it. I'm like, oh, no. Why would you go and do that? I loved you, Ogata. I believed in you. You said all those words. I was like, yeah, he's doing it. But nope. I was completely shook in the manga as well. Like, if you actually can find my stream, I believe it's actually on my highlights on Twitch. I was like, no. He would not do that. But then I thought about it, I was like, there has to be more to his character than what we actually know right now. Same thing applies with Hijigata's character as well. I also love that whole entire scene between him and Inudo as well, because it had that very kind of it had a very cinematic kind of feel to it. It actually kind of felt like you're watching an old samurai movie in a way. One of those kind of climactic fights you actually kind of see in a samurai movie. It just felt so freaking awesome. I was like, yes, it's playing a nice homage to the whole entire genre in a way, and actually kind of coming at its own niche at the exact same time. So I really do like it, because it just does something I just adore seeing, just these homages to old genres, also old films as well, the Kurosawa days. So yeah, I mean, this show is good. This show is good, I must say. I can't get enough of it. I'm actually kind of sad it's actually over. So I do urge everyone to actually go read the manga afterwards. Actually, kind of read the whole entire thing from start to finish, from chapter 1 to 184, I believe. It's actually currently on. Go read the whole entire thing. You probably will do it in about a day, because it's just it's good. It's good. It's really good. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, one other thing I actually have to kind of touch up upon that it didn't really matter to me too much was the animation. Animation got better as time went on. It's actually one of those more interesting kind of evolutions, because it started off kind of like, it's okay, it's all right. But then it got better as time went on. It actually kind of just improved so much. I actually kind of liked it. I thought, all right. In this episode, kind of like perfectly encapsulates the whole. Encapsulates our whole entire theory true, because this episode had amazing animation in it. It just, man, it was great. I actually loved how they juxtaposed the past with the president with Acid Opera as well. I actually kind of like the whole entire thing because it kind of, it tells you who he was beforehand to where he is now. Actually, kind of all those years in between, all that kind of friction there. It's actually kind of really well done. This idea of just, you understand that, yeah, she wants to meet him, but there's just so much there she doesn't actually kind of know. It makes you wonder, what's the truth here? What did he want to do? What's it all going to lead towards? And actually understand that he kind of want her to be kind of like the Ainu version of Joan of Arc. So it's actually kind of interesting to actually kind of understand why that's the case. You do get kind of a little bit of information from Kyoranki, a little bit at least. Again, it's kind of very cultural in a way. So it's actually kind of explained later on to the manga a little bit more, but you get a little bit of information that actually makes you go, I want to know more about that. So really, the whole entire thing was so well done. It was brilliant. The whole entire series was great. I loved it from start to finish. Ah, man, it's one of those things that I'm glad it actually got an adaptation. I'm glad it also it's actually this great as well, because again, as I said beforehand, it might not adapt it at 100%, but as I said beforehand, adaptations can in theory take liberties here and there. It's one of those things, sometimes it can in theory be kind of like, oh, why did you just adapt it like kind of put verbatim? Is it verbatim? I believe how to actually say the word. You kind of get bored after a while because it's actually kind of adapting verbatim. But when it kind of changes up something ever so slightly, you're kind of like, okay, I wonder why they did that. And actually kind of, what does it actually kind of do to impact the actual narrative? I mean, it cut out a couple of things here and there, but I mean, for the bulk of it, it did a really freaking good job actually kind of telling the storyline still, actually kind of not actually cutting out the most crucial parts. So yeah, that is me done for today. So yeah, I mean, thanks Ogata for that birthday present, I must say. I was like, boy, why? But yeah, so that is me done for today. So as well as you have enjoyed this whole entire review series / reaction series to Golden Kamuy, then do leave a follow on Twitch, because indeed it actually does help me quite a bit. And as well, actually have enjoyed it here on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you. If you have enjoyed it here on YouTube and you do want to do want to leave a like, then do like, because indeed it actually does help me quite a bit. And you actually have enjoyed it here on YouTube. And you want, and if you haven't, I can't actually speak. Jesus Christ, my thoughts are still kind of very wavy because of that whole scene with Ogata. So actually, have enjoyed it here on YouTube, and you want to stay a bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed actually does help me quite a bit. And as well, actually want to stay a bit longer after that whole entire point, actually hear me scream about Ogata on Twitter, then do follow me on Twitter, because indeed actually does help me quite a bit. Actually know when streams go live, and the other streams I do as well. And also, actually, don't have a Twitter account, do for a Discord server as well. Discord server the Discord server doesn't really tell you when these streams go live, and other streams I do as well. Oh, but yes, that is me done. That's me done with Golden Kamuy, the anime series. I actually am continuing with the manga series. So do not worry. I'm actually currently up to the most current chapter of the manga series. So don't worry about that. I'm currently reading it as we speak. So yeah, I mean, I actually hope you actually have enjoyed this whole entire review series of Golden Kamuy, and actually my screams of Ogata as well, because my boy, he's hot. He's my husband, even though he's kind of inherently evil at the exact same time. But I still love him. I don't know why. I'm a very conflicted person. So yes, actually, it has been a complete pleasure actually reviewing this whole entire series. It's actually been so fun. I love the series to bits. It's just so freaking good. So yes, until next time with whatever I cover next, I will see you guys later. Bye for now.